What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Big Al's Barber Vlogs. Today is Monday, guys. Monday. Today I have a special edition, guys. I want to go over a few things with you. One of the subs asked me to go over thoroughly the detachable blade system, guys. The detachable blade system. So today we're going to talk about that, all right? First of all, I'm going to start off by explaining to you the difference in the two machines, all right? Detachable blade. This is a cordless octane. This is an Oster. Detachable blades. This is why it's called a detachable blade, because the blades slap on and come off. Okay? That's a regular octane. This is a ergo. This is a fading machine. This is an adjustable, because it has adjustable, because it just adjusts from a half to a zero. This is what you use for fading. This is what we use for bulk. Okay, there's two different machines, two different things that they do. Some people, for those of you that are watching, that do use this for fading, some people use this for fading, okay? I do not use it for fading. I do not. I use this for bulk. I use this for, if a client comes in and they want a number 2 on top and a 0, then I'll use my number 2. Now, why you're asking, why would I use a metal 2 instead of a plastic 2? Because a plastic 2 is different than a metal 2. You can see right there. Plastic 2 is bigger than a metal 2. See that difference? That is a plastic 2. See the difference? This one is wider than this one. So when somebody asks me for a 2 on top, I never, ever, ever use a plastic 2. Ever. I always use a metal 2. If somebody asks me for a 3 on top with a 0, I never, ever, ever use a plastic 3. I use a metal 3.5. Why would I use a 3.5 if they're asking me for a 3? Because a metal 3.5 is longer, is shorter than a plastic 3.5. So you have to know the difference, guys. You have to like really adjust it. Let me show you. Here's a 3, okay, and here's a metal 3. Can you see the difference? You can almost, you can see that this blade right here, this plastic clip is bigger than this metal clip right here. I'm trying to show you guys. See that? See the difference? It's harder for me to adjust it. It's a big difference. It's kind of not a big difference, but guys, trust me. People ask me for a 3 and a 0. I never use my my plastic 3. I use a metal 3.5. If somebody asks me for a 3 on the sides, I never use a plastic 3. I always use a metal 3. Why? Because the metal clips are shorter than the plastic clips. They're tighter. They give you a better cut. They show you they get it nice and tight, way tighter than a plastic clip. So you always got to keep that in mind. Now I'm going to show you some of the metal clips that I use, okay? I'm going to bring them out for you right there. The most important clips, okay? I'm showing to you in order that I use them, okay? First one, the one I use. These are the clips I use the most, okay? The ones you need to have. First of all is your number 1, okay? You need your number 1. You need your 1A, which is between a 1 and a 1.5. It's longer than a 1, but shorter than a 1.5. The next one is your 1.5. 1.5. Somebody asks me for a 1 on the sides, I never give them a 1. I don't know why. I always go with a 1.5. 1.5, always. That's my go-to. It's easier to blend out than going with a 1. If they ask me for a 2, 2 is the next one. So you go from 1.5, then it goes to 2, and then from 2 it goes to 3.5. There is no 3, in case you guys are wondering. It just hops around like that. Why it's like that, I have no idea. I'm assuming that the difference in the blades are not that big, so I'm sure that they probably don't. Here's all the blades right here if you guys want to see them. Starting with a 1, 1A, 1.5, the 3.5, I mean the 2 and the 3.5. And then to top it off, we have the 3 3/4, which I use when somebody asks me for a 4. You can see the difference in that one right there. See the difference between the 3.5, the 3.5, and the 3 3/4? You could tell the difference. So these right here, 2, 4, 6 blades are the most important blades you could have, guys. These are the 6 blades that you need to have. Now on my cradle here, I have other ones. I have this one that I ever use, the 5 zeros, which is basically the trimmer blade. And then I also have a 3 zeros that I put away because I never use it also. I don't use my octane to take down lines. I use my octane to take down bulk, if that makes any sense to you guys. So I still use my plastic clips, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like I alleviate using the plastic clips. I just use them for different instances and different situations, just to get my haircuts tighter, you know. If you're not using metal clips, guys, I encourage you to start using metal clips. Metal clips are so important. They're part of your artillery. You need to use them. You need to learn how to use them. If you're not using them, then you need to implement them into your system. That way you get those tighter haircuts. That's why you get that 2 on top. A metal 2 is going to do it 100 times better than a plastic 2. So trust me when I say that. If you're a beautician, there's a good chance you're probably not using metal clips, because metal clips is more like for barbering. But if you're trying to bring your fade game and you elevate your game to a different level, then I recommend you start using your metal blades, because metal blades are super important for that situation. Super important. I can't even stress to you how important it is. But those are the blades that I use all the time. Of course, you know, what I'm going to try to do throughout the day today, because it's still early morning right now. I've already done 4 cuts. But what I'm going to try to do today is I'm going to try to show you guys the difference, okay? So when I get a client here, I'm going to try to talk to him, see if I could show you guys the difference between a metal 2 and a plastic 2. Because, guys, there's a big difference. You know, you need to learn how to use metal clips. If you're not using metal clips, then you know what? You want to elevate your game and bring your haircuts tighter, then you need to start implementing metal clips. It's an investment, guys. They're not cheap. The octane's about $350, and it comes only with a 1. So you only get 1 clip with it. The blades all range from $24 to $35, depending on which one you get. So yeah, it's an investment, but those metal blades last years. All you have to do is sharpen them and maintain them, and that's it. And other than that, they're always going to be right there ready to go. You know, I have my little blade carrier like this. Is how I set up my blade carrier. I have my little blade carrier, and I have sitting right here. This is part of my station, so it's part of my arsenal. You know, you have to have your arsenal in the right. You have to have your machines that you use in tip-top shape, and these right here are essential. You know, the metal clips are essential. So let's get on with this day, and then throughout the day I'm going to show you guys and try to demonstrate to you guys what the difference between a metal clip and a plastic clip. All right, so let's get into this. All right, guys, I'm right here with my client. His name is Anthony. Say what's up, Anthony.
Hello.
Anthony's gonna be my demo right here, so I can demonstrate the difference between a metal blade and a plastic clip. All right, guys. First I'm gonna do the plastic clip. I'm gonna show you guys. Because what I do he's getting a fade, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a number 2 on the sides, just to demonstrate what the difference between a plastic 2 and a metal 2, okay? So here goes the plastic 2. You can see it gets it pretty tight. We'll do that side right there with a plastic. And then I'll do this side right here. You have to see that. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. We're gonna close it. So that's the plastic right there, guys. And you're gonna see right here is the metal too. Okay, the metal too is a big difference. Gets it a lot tighter, a lot closer, a lot smoother. light's good enough to see. Metal too, plastic too. I for one think the plastic, the metal too is a lot easier to work with. As you can see right there, watch, what I'm gonna do is I'll clean that up. Clean that up with the metal too, and you're gonna see the difference. That it does get it a lot tighter, a lot closer. See that? And then after that, you'll just clip that out. Clipper over comb. I'll do the other side. I'll show. I'll demonstrate. Okay, so here I'm going to do a plastic 3 compared to a metal 3. Okay, plastic 3. Excuse me. Oof. So that's the plastic 3 right there, guys. Now I'm gonna go with the metal 3 and I'm gonna demonstrate the difference. And you're gonna see that the tighter the plastic doesn't get as tight as a metal. I don't know if you can see the difference really, but you can, because this is a lot cleaner than that side over here. Now I'll clean that side up with the 3 and I'll show you to demonstrate the difference. Okay? That would be the difference right there, guys. You can see that a metal 3 is a lot tighter than a plastic 3. So always you have to implement using the metal guards, because if you don't use the metal guards, then you're gonna struggle a little bit with a lot of types of hair, especially with coarse hair. You know, very, very coarse hair, meaning black hair. You know that it's when you're doing, like, say, a 2 on top, metal blades are going to be a lot better than plastic blades. I would always recommend getting yourself metal blades, because the metal blades are just going to make your job easier. Learn how to use them, start working with them, and then implement them into your cuts, and you'll see that your cuts will come out a lot tighter. So I'm going to finish up this haircut right here with Anthony. Anthony's getting a zero fade with a comb over, no hard line. So I'm going to take it from here and see you guys in a little bit. What's up, Braun? How you doing?
Okay, are you open for walk-ins or appointment only?
We're doing walk-ins too. I believe I don't have anybody else. Let me check real quick. Today I'm flying solo, guys. Mondays from now on are going to be solo with Big Al because my two apprentices are going to school on Mondays. So I'm working Mondays by myself. The only thing about working Mondays is that, you know, like today I have to do my banking. And so right now that's where I'm headed. I'm going to put a sign that I just made right now. I'm going to put it on my door. And I'm going to give that I'm gonna go down to the bank, do my banking, and then come back and finish this day off strong. So what I do is I put a sign on the door, lock it, and then take off, and then hopefully I come back in about an hour and take care of business again. All right. Yeah. So basically, what I did right now is I lock up the shop, put a sign on the outside saying I'll be back at noon, and I hate doing that. I hate locking the shop up, especially on a day like today, because I'm working by myself. But you know, I have no choice. I'm working by myself, so I got to take care of the banking. Without the banking, you know, today's the first, and the first, you know what first is, guys? First is rent day, so rent's due today, so I got to make that payment. That's you know what? When you're a shop owner, guys, that's like your number one responsibility is making that rent once a month. No matter what. So today I'm working by myself, but I still got to make this banking happening. So since right now there's nobody at the shop, I got no appointments. That's what I'm headed for. I'm headed to the bank, pick up some lunch, and then head back to the shop. Finish this day off strong. Also got to do my cleaning today. So that's another thing. That's one of the chores that I have to be done throughout the day. Today is get the cleaning done because tomorrow and Wednesday are my days off. So, you know, got to get it done. We're back to regular schedule now here at the barbershop. Regular schedule is 7 days a week. So tomorrow, Raul and Biz work. Wednesday, Raul, Biz work again. 2 days, 2 guys, and then I'll be back on Thursday. Thursday, I'll be back. We'll be back to four people again. So, that's what it is, guys. I'm gonna answer this call. See you guys in a bit. All right, guys, I'm back. Back in action. Took care of that bank stuff. Got myself some lunch right here. Let's get back to work, guys. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for today. This day is over. Man, it couldn't have been a crazy day just working by myself. I ended up doing 20 haircuts by myself. So, good day, good Monday. Good, it's all good when you work by yourself and you do 20 haircuts. So, it's already 6 o'clock right now. It's already kind of late. Been here, got stuck at the end. A couple of walk-ins walked in, and I just kind of juggling them. I probably had about 5 or 6 appointments, but the rest I just juggled in. But guys, just to close it out about using detachable blades, guys, I can't stress to you how important it is to learn how to use that very valuable tool. You know, if you want to be fast, if you want to be, you know, you want to be get mowed down through haircuts quickly. I attribute that to myself, to the fact that I use an Oster. Because if I wasn't using an Oster and you were doing all those steps by using clips, it would definitely be a longer day. And I don't know, I just feel more comfortable using the Oster. And like I said, you know, it's a matter of getting used to it and having a piece of equipment there. Once you have that piece of equipment there, you're going to see how invaluable it really, really is. You know. What was that phrase that my friend Ace of Faze used to say? Tight, coarse hair. TCH hair, I think he called it. TCH, tight, coarse hair. That's when it's very, very tight and coarse hair. Better known as ethnic hair, you know. I hate to call it that because it's such an ugly word, but I just think it's just, when you have an Oster and you're using it for those types of haircuts, guys, it just makes your job a lot easier, and you're just gonna work a lot easier and a lot faster. So I highly recommend getting yourself the Oster, either cordless or corded. If you can't afford the cordless is about $350. The corded is probably about $150, almost $200. I would go with the cordless if I was you guys, because in the long run, it's just so much easier to work with, and comes with the base, sits down on top of it. If you guys haven't seen, I have a review for the Oster Octane that I did a couple years ago, and it's still one of my favorite machines. Highly recommend it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope this information that I gave you today, guys, helps out and puts you at ease with whether you should, whether you should own one of these machines or not. I highly recommend it. It's funny because I've had apprentices or barbers come to work for me, and I like to always look at their machines, because as a barbershop owner, that's one of the things you got to do is look at the guys that you're hiring, look at their equipment, see what they're cutting with, see what they're spending their money on. I remember one time I had this kid come in here to work with me. He asked me if he have a job, and I told him, yeah, come by, and without asking him if he had a license or not, which was my mistake. He showed up to work, and I came into work, and when he showed up, his machines were Conair machines, from Walmart Conair machines, and I looked at him, and I'm like, bud. And he was going to school at the time. That's what it was. That's why I gave him a chance. He was a student. He was actually going to barber school. And I remember telling him, like, dude, I go, you're actually cutting hair with these machines? I go, you need to get yourself an Oster, get yourself a 5-star, quartered 5-star. Quartered 5-star is way better, guys. It's just stuff like that you could tell. Somebody's going to be able to tell what kind of barber you are by looking at your equipment and seeing what you have. Of course, clients don't know about detachable blades. They don't know what they cost. They don't know what they're for. That's just between you and I and the barbers. So yeah, but I highly recommend you get that. If you haven't gotten into it, I highly recommend getting into it, guys. Oh, one last thing. Let me get this real quick. I want to show you guys. We are right now coming up on our next giveaway, guys. We're coming up on 6,000 subscribers. 6,000. We're about 40 subscribers away from 6,000. So I decided that this is what we're going to give away for our 6,000, which we still need few more subscribers. Probably next week it'll be the giveaway. But this machine is actually donated by I Am More Than a Barber. I Am More Than a Barber. I'm going to put it right here. He sells machines. He sells equipment. He has his online store if you guys are interested. Like I said, I'm going to put it right here. He's on IG. Go on his IG. You could order these machines. He donated this machine for me. I wasn't too hip to it, but I'm sure it's not that there's something wrong with it. It's just, it's not my type of machine, but I'm sure somebody out there will love to have it. Excuse me, coronavirus. Just kidding. So I'm going to give away this, guys. I'm going to give away the Stylecraft Alpha machine. Comes with everything inside of it. I put it to use, maybe two haircuts, but it's all brand new with the charging stations. Come with the machine. Comes with 2 different covers. Comes with the extra blade on here. Everything's complete. It's gonna be absolutely free, shipped to you from me, from Big Al, for our 6,000 subscribers, guys. I appreciate you guys all following me and joining in. And guys, in order to win this machine, you do have to be a subscriber. So if you're not subscribed, I suggest you hit that subscribe button. And by next week, I'll let you guys know on how we're going to give this away exactly. I'm not sure yet. I know we're going to have to tag some barbers and then and maybe post it up on Instagram or something. But yeah, this is going to be our next giveaway, guys. I hope somebody out there gets it that really, really needs it. And I don't want some seasoned barber like myself getting it. I want some young, strapping, hungry barber that doesn't have the equipment that really, really needs it. That's who I want to get it. So just keep that in mind. But guys, again, that's it for today. Again, thank you for watching my channel. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Leave us a comment below. I answer everybody. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thumbnail time. See you guys later.